And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. All right. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Let's get some people in the room. Where's everybody at? Once you get into the room, tell us where you're at. There you are. Look, someone from North Carolina already. There we go. Let's go. Share this so everybody sees that we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Hit that like button so people know that we're here. That's right. There we go. Tell us where you're at, where you're from, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Utah, North Carolina. All right. There we go. We're filling up the room, ladies and gentlemen. Vegas, Atlanta, Memphis, Tennessee. Let's go. We're going to talk credit repair. We got a lot of North Carolina in the house tonight. There we go. Holly Springs. A lot of Holly Springs. That's crazy. Memphis, Tennessee. There we go. Iowa, Pennsylvania. If you're live, tell us where you're at. We are live on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. No Instagram, sorry. There we go. Houston, Chicago in the house. Let's go. California. I'm originally born and raised in California. East LA. I was born and raised in East LA. Texas. Ohio, Delaware, Wisconsin, Jamaica. We got Jamaica in the house over here on TikTok. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fresno, California, Texas. Let's get some more people in the room. Hit that like button so we can get more people in the room, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get it cracking tonight. We're going to talk everything credit repair, and we're going to talk about the most advanced DIY program in the industry. A lot of people don't understand how powerful this system is. New Mexico, Kentucky, Ohio. There we go. That's right. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. The more likes, the more people we can get into this room. We got a lot of West Coast people in the house. We got East Coast too. East Coast representing. California, Texas, Cincinnati, Florida, Dallas. What is up, everybody? Let's go. Let's go. Tulsa, Seattle, Lubbock, Texas. Tell us where you're from, where you're at, ladies and gentlemen. Once you get into the room. Nice to meet everybody. If this is your first time here, I am Mike the Credit Guy, in case you don't know. If you were living under a rock. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Miami, San Antonio, Washington State, California, Pennsylvania, Fresno, California, Las Vegas, Kansas. You got a lot of Lubbock in the house. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Oh, listen, James Buchanan, you're welcome, man. You have great advice, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Every single one of you followers and subscribers, I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Without you, it's not possible. This is why I do it every day. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Uh-oh. Judge Jay Woodfin over here. Top of the world. There we go. There we go. We got Hawaii in the house. South Carolina. Let's go. Uh-oh. The only cat worth listening to. Hey, he ain't lying. Oh man, here we go. Let's fill up this room. Hit that like button. I gotta see more likes, man. Yo, TikTok is crushing it on the likes, and Facebook and YouTube, y'all are lacking back here, man. Y'all gotta catch up. Hit that like button, man, so we can get more people in the room. Missouri, Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, Arizona. Yo, TikTok knows what's up. They're about to hit 1,000 likes, and y'all over here got 42 between Facebook and YouTube. Come on, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there we go. We got it climbing. That's what's up. New Mexico in the house. Let's go. Tijuana, Mexico, all the way from Tijuana. Let's go. California, New York. No TikTok for me. It's all good. Virginia, Orange, New Jersey, Northern California, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Oregon. Let's get all these people in the room. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Can we deal with you personally? Woo, that's a tough one, man. It depends on the credit file. Depends on the credit file. Oh man, look at Judge Jay Woodfin showing off over here, throwing up the money in the room. Okay, Miami in the house, much appreciated, my man. New Jersey, hit the like button. Hit that like button. Yo, TikTok is up to 2.2 thousand likes. This is crazy. That's what I'm talking about. TikTok, y'all been missing me. I ain't been live in a minute on TikTok. There we go. PA, New Jersey, Maryland. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's go. Atlanta, Georgia, Nigeria. Whoa, all the way from Nigeria. There we go. Oklahoma, Winslow, H-Town. Last part's the most important, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're gonna talk about this the most advanced DIY program in the industry. There we go. Los Angeles. You're welcome for the non-answer. Yes, you can deal with me personally. That's right, you can. There is a one-on-one coaching button on our calendar that you can book a one-on-one coaching. Link is in the bio to do that if you want to deal with me one-on-one. Okay. San Marcos, Texas. Let's go. All right, we got a lot of people in the room. Thank you everyone for showing up. I love this. Okay, I love this. Let's keep it going. All right. Your advice is the hook. That's right. Absolutely. So let's talk about someone's asking me, what's my credit score? Depends on where we're looking. 789, 764, sometimes all the way up to 790, 93. Depends on the utilization, as everyone may know. Hit that like button. Black skies in the room. There we go. Mike's advice ain't always right. Let's keep it 100. Well, let's go ahead and block it. Should we go ahead and block him? No, I'm just kidding. We're going to let him have his differences. That's okay. We're okay with that, okay? That's right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I'm going to open up the forum, and we can talk about credit repair first. I'm going to answer some questions, okay? And don't be rushing me. Debbie Delgado over here, can we start? We're going to start when I say we start, okay? Let's just make that clear, all right? Ain't going to be no pushy around here, okay? I give so much to the community. If this is your first time here, you shouldn't be pushy because I give a lot away, okay? Here we go. So let's talk about what questions you have about credit repair, okay? What questions do you have about credit repair? Open up the floor. Oh, this is a good one from TikTok. Should I pay off a personal loan early? Now, listen, if you're going to get yourself out of debt, okay, remember, getting yourself out of debt is super valuable. But here's the big but. An installment loan, okay? An installment loan, anytime you close any type of account, when you pay it off, you're going to close the account. So it will have a negative impact temporarily on your credit file. Remember this. Anytime you pay off like a student loan, a car loan, a personal loan, this is an installment loan. It's going to close the account and it will have a temporary impact on your credit file. We've seen it take all the way from 6 to 9 months for your score to rebound once the account has been closed. So it is a good thing and it is a bad thing, okay? So some people, if the interest rate is absolutely astronomical, of course, pay it off, get out of debt. If it's not astronomical, you want to ride it out, you don't mind paying the interest, then keep it open as long as you can because age of credit is very important, okay? Age of credit, listen up, everybody, listen up. Age of credit is what gets you to an 800 credit score. It doesn't matter how many credit cards you have. I don't have all these credit cards because I'm trying to get to an 800 credit score. That's not what this is about. This is about research and development right here. I learn about all these credit cards so I can bring the information to you. But every time you add a new line of credit, you're reducing your average age of credit, okay? And that's really important to understand because everyone thinks that when you add credit cards, it's going to help you grow your credit score faster. That's not true, unfortunately, okay? Remember, you need to let your credit age. So it's like when you start to get credit, it's like putting some seeds in the ground. You put the seeds in the ground, you got to water it, you got to tend it, you got to keep all the little weeds out, okay, all those little $500 and $300 credit cards, keep them all out. Keep good credit cards and then build from that over time. Let it age, okay? Someone had a good question over here. I'm going to put that up on the screen. This is from Facebook. What do you think about the FedNow program and how would it affect consumers' credit report going forward? From what I understand, FedNow, they want to talk about FedNow, the FedNow program. So it's important to understand how this is going to work. It's going to be a digital currency, okay? Is the dollar going to end? Yes, no, I don't know. I'm not the government, okay? I'm not going to throw out some crazy speculations out there because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But I want you to know that FedNow is a program that is going to be a bank to entity, entity to entity money transferring system, or peer to peer money transfer system, similar to like Zelle, Cash App, and Venmo. Okay, but the difference here is the government it's going to be run by FedNow, which is part ownership and run by the government. Okay, people are going to argue about this in the comments if they want to, but it's going to be able to track every single transaction. The government's going to be able to send and receive money instantaneously. Okay, so as an example, like when we had COVID, the COVID stimulus. Okay, they could have easily just sent it through FedNow, and you would have got it in your bank account instantaneously in a matter of seconds. When you do a regular bank wire transfer, it can take up to 24 hours. So it depends on where it's coming from, how it needs to be verified. That's very, very important to understand. But it is going to be controlled and backed by the Fed. Okay. So a lot of people are going to say it's good. A lot of people are going to say it's bad. But at the end of the day, every single banking entity is going to adapt to this. It isn't like they're going to, I mean, I guess they could say they can have a choice, but I don't really know as of right now. I'm guessing that there's going to be regulation and lockdown on all these peer-to-peer transferring, money transferring systems. Okay. So that's important to understand how it's going to work. It's going to work from the bank, whoever your banking entity is. All of these banks are going to start to join the program and train, and it's supposed to do a full rollout by July. Some are saying June, but July is supposed to be the target date. So we're going to see what happens, how this works, and how it goes. Okay. So we got a question here from YouTube. So give me a second, guys. There's a lot going on both sides. Okay. What law should I use, or what's the best defense when a closed account reopens on my credit report? Now, a closed account, let's take this off the screen real quick. Where did it go? All right. Put my man's question up here. This is kind of an open-ended question. When a closed account reopens on my credit report. Now, this is very important to understand. If it's a damaging account and it's adding or subtracting or anything like that, or there's some crazy stuff that are causing the account to fluctuate up and down by a debt collector possibly, okay, that is a violation of the FDCPA. We'd have to look at the credit report to see exactly how it's reporting. You would have to pull the credit report probably once every 2 weeks or once every week so you can see the differences and we can have proof of that. It really depends on what the account is. Is it a negative account or is it a positive account? If it's a positive account, it's kind of crazy because like what we just talked about right now, when you close an account, it has a negative impact. So if they open it and then they close it again, is it dropping your score? Is it hurting your score? So the crazy thing about it is credit reporting companies, creditors are not obligated to report information, as me and my friend Jay like to say, okay? So they're not obligated to report this information. They don't have to. So the information they report, as long as it's not damaging, we need a little bit more details into this, Christopher B. This is a really good question, but kind of missing some context here. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna go to TikTok real quick. I'm gonna go find. There was a good question over here on TikTok. Here we go. Here we go. Is it possible to remove inquiries and a bankruptcy off my credit report from PV? Okay. Anything that has a possibility, that's important to understand. Let's cover hard inquiries. Hard inquiries are pretty basic, ladies and gentlemen. You can call the credit bureaus and you can ask them to remove these hard inquiries from your credit report. If they were not authorized by you, okay, you can attack any hard inquiry. Do not attack any hard inquiries that are attached to any open or closed accounts. That's very important to understand this, okay? Remember, do not attack any inquiries that are attached to any open or closed accounts, okay? Now, as far as the bankruptcy, people want to spend thousands of dollars attacking a bankruptcy. I've been over bankruptcies for a while now. I don't attack them. You want me to tell you why? It doesn't matter. It's still a public record. So let's say hypothetically you get the bankruptcy off the credit report, okay? you still need to have at least 2 years from the bankruptcy to apply for a mortgage. Okay, that's very important to understand. And you can start building credit immediately. You can start getting different types of credit cards and stuff like that, depending on where your credit file is at, immediately once you're discharged. But here's the big but. When you go apply for a mortgage, they're going to pull what's called a tri-merge report or a caviar's report. Even if you delete it from the credit report, it's still a public record and they can still see it. When you apply for a mortgage, there's going to be a little box that's going to ask you, have you filed bankruptcy? You have to say yes. If you say no, it is a federal offense. Okay, so I personally think it's a waste of time and money to go after a bankruptcy. Instead, now listen up. This is a huge gem I'm about to drop here. Okay, instead, let a legal team review your file after the bankruptcy. Do not dispute the bankruptcy. Okay, we have legal teams that review files that have a bankruptcy for any inaccuracies, because if there's an inaccuracy, that's an immediate lawsuit. Okay, and we have attorneys that will go after that. We do on an average about two or three of those a week when we find inaccuracies from after a person has discharged the bankruptcy. But this is really important to understand. Stop disputing the bankruptcy. And I'm going to tell you why. You're not going to hear me talk about this live anywhere else or in a video, okay? Make sure you pay attention to this. When you dispute a bankruptcy, and let's say you get it off, right? Say you get it off successfully. You're super happy. But now the account that was included in the bankruptcy is reporting wrong. It has errors on it. Well, guess what? Now you can't sue. You can't go after it because you've removed the bankruptcy. So now the bankruptcy looks like there was never a bankruptcy. So you can't dispute that or fight that in court. It's like the bankruptcy never existed, even though the bankruptcy technically exists. This is crazy. I know. You're like, what? Yes. Stop disputing bankruptcies. Let a team analyze your credit report to see if there are any inaccuracies that we can send a legal team after. And it costs you nothing, $0. You can win free money and get that negative item removed from your credit report if it's still negative. Okay, it costs you zero, nothing, nada. Okay, some people win money, some people don't. It's pretty awesome, but it costs you nothing. Okay, so I hope that answered the question. That was a really long answer. All right, here we go. What's considered an inaccuracy? That's a really good question. What is considered an inaccuracy? The courts have never been able to give a serious definition of what an inaccuracy is. Let that sink in. Okay, yeah, I said it. Isn't that crazy? Because the FCRA does not describe what an inaccuracy is. I know, right? You're all like, what? Yes, it doesn't. It just tells you it's supposed to be complete, accurate, and fair. But it doesn't tell you what accurate or inaccurate means. There's no definition. So that's a really tricky one. All right, here we go. Let's talk about how many people are trying to get into a home. How many people are trying to get into a home? Huh? How many of you are trying to buy a home? Let's see it. Let's see it. Put your hand up. If you're trying to get a home, put your hand up in the comment section. If you're trying to get into a home. Can a creditor start garnishing your check after 13 years? Yes and no. It depends on your statute of limitations per your state. Okay. So you need to look at your statute of limitations. You can go to my website. I'll put the link in my website. This is not financial or legal advice, but my website has a listing of all the statute of limitations per your state. You can always refer to my website. I'm dropping it in the comment section for Christopher Galing, okay? I think I said your name wrong, right? Something. Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, there's a lot of people that are trying to get into a home, okay? Did I get hacked? No, I didn't get hacked. Okay. There we go. There we go. A lot of people are trying to get a home. What is your biggest problem when you're trying to get a home? Okay. Now, there's been some recent developments of if you have bad credit, you're going to get better rates than someone with good credit. There's truths and false to that. Okay. So people are thinking that I'm going to be able to get a home with bad credit. It's a certain type of loan, okay, that you're going to be able to get. Okay. If you have a 680 or lower, then you're going to be able to have it subsidized where you can put down no down payment and have a lower monthly payment, okay? After May 1st, okay? After May 1st, all right? Talk to your local mortgage lender to get a better explanation because I'm not going to dive into that one. But it's very important that you understand how that works, okay? Because it doesn't mean, hey, look, we can all have bad credit, no problem, okay? It's really important to understand that. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to look for another question, and I'm going to talk about the DIY. Does anybody want to hear about the DIY program, the most advanced in the industry, ladies and gentlemen? Most advanced DIY program in the industry. All right. Katisha Jordan, you just got my denial today. You got to work on that credit, fam. Everyone needs to work on your credit. Let's see. All right, I'm about to answer this question right here. This looks like a good question. All right, here we go. There's a really good question. What are the best credit cards with no income? Yeah, that's not going to happen. There's no best credit cards with no income, unfortunately. You're not going to get approved for any. I'm in the same situation with Cap One. They offered me a settlement, which was, say, $2,500. I take that over them a collection where they can take me to court. Try to ask for a settlement plan before they sue you and go to garnishment. So I think what they're trying to say is capital. Okay, this is important to understand. I want everyone to understand. Listen up to what I'm about to say, okay, about charge-offs and if you're trying to settle, okay? All right? Now, if you're being sued, this is not legal advice or financial advice. Let's make that very clear, okay? Now, if you're potentially being sued, okay, this is very, very important to listen up. If you're potentially being sued for a charge-off, you're going to have no choice but either get a debt defense lawyer in your local area to protect you, okay? Do not, under any circumstances, miss your court date. If you miss your court date, they can win by default and they can garnish wages and taxes, okay? Right now, currently, I haven't even made a video about this. They are using AI technology to file lawsuits with the hopes that people will not show up for stuff like $400, $600. They're using AI technology, robots, to file these lawsuits, okay, with the hopes that you're not going to show up. That's breaking news right there, okay? You heard it only here, okay? I'm going to say it again. There are debt collecting firms that are using AI technology, AI robots, to file lawsuits at large amounts for all these little small debt collections for $400, $600, $800, where it's not worth it for them to send an attorney. Guess what? They're going to file lawsuits in courts with the hopes that you do not show up, okay? You heard it first here. This is real information. So it's important to understand you cannot miss a court date, because if they missed a court date, then you should win by default also, okay? So that's very important to understand that, all right? So before you go to court, you could potentially negotiate the debt before it goes to trial, okay? That's going to be the first option that the debt collector is going to try. If not, I do not recommend that you represent yourself. It could be very tricky, and sometimes these judges don't like it, and you don't want to go up against an attorney, okay? Find a debt defense attorney. You can be sued by a debt collector. I want to make that very clear. There's a lot of people out there that are saying, you can't be sued by a debt collector. That's not true. Oh, it's very true. You can. And in fact, I've seen it. Okay. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of clarity. Oh, we got a good question right here. I'm going to put it up on the screen and then, oh, no, not that one. And then I'm going to start talking about the DIY. Okay. I've been with Navy Federal Credit Union for 3 months. Should I apply for a credit card now? All right. Get out your pens and paper. I'm going to drop some serious gems here, okay? This is for any major credit union. Not those little rinky-dink small ones. No, it doesn't apply to those ones. These are for big credit unions, okay? PenFed, Navy Federal, PSECU, okay? All the ones that I talk about in my videos. I just dropped a video about Apple Federal Credit Union. You need to go watch it. Nobody's talking about this Federal Credit Union, okay? So you need to open a checking and savings, and you need to put at least $1,500 in your checking and $1,500 in your savings. It combines $3,000 if you can possibly, or build up as much as you can, but you want money in both your checking and your savings, okay? It's very important to understand that, all right? Now, next part is you're going to do a secured loan. Every single one of these major credit unions do secured loans. With Navy Federal, it's called a pledge loan. Do the term for a minimum of 2 years, okay? Don't do anything less because it's going to hurt your credit. Remember, you're opening up a new account and then it's going to close after 2 years. So at least get a minimum of 2 years of positive payment history. If you can stretch it out to 5, even better, okay? It's about the long game, ladies and gentlemen. Once you do your pledge loan or your secured loan, let's say hypothetically you're going to do $1,000. So you're going to give them $1,000. They're going to put it into a savings account that's locked up. Once the loan becomes active in 7 to 10 business days, you want to pay off 80% of the loan, okay? You're going to pay off 80% of the loan. Then you're going to call them and you're going to tell them, hey, I'd like to put the remaining amount of my loan on auto payment. When they set up your secured loan, they're going to try to put it on auto payment. Do not let them put it on auto payment. But once you pay off 80% of it, you're going to pick up the phone, you're going to call them and ask them to put it on auto payment, okay? Put the remaining 20% on auto payment for the next 2 years, please, and you're done. You need to do also direct deposit, okay? Have your direct deposit going directly into this new relationship. Now, if you can also open up another savings certificate account for 1 year, 2 years, whatever the terms may be. Every bank is different, okay? But remember, 2 years is a sweet spot. We don't want to, okay, remember that, okay? So, savings certificate is a great thing for you to do. The more products you use with a major credit union, the more you're going to raise your internal credit score. You want to do this for 6 to 8 months, okay? And then you can go apply for any type of product. The longer you wait, the higher the chance you're going to have of getting a higher limit credit card. You can do it in 91 days if you want to. As he said, he's been doing it for 3 months now. But if you're doing all of these things together, okay, I don't know if Sean Carlos Mitchell's been doing all these things together, but you want to have all of these things done. Savings and checking combined, $3,000, direct deposit, your secured or pledge loan for 2 years minimum, pay off 80% of it, put the remaining 20%, okay, on auto payment, and then a savings certificate if you can. Savings certificate is just a bonus. The more products you use, the better the relationship is going to be, okay? I hope that helps. That's a serious gem I just gave you guys there, okay? For free, as I usually like to do it, okay? All right, let's talk about the DIY program. Who in the room needs to work on their credit? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Don't be embarrassed. Put your hands up and say, who in the room needs to work on their credit, okay? Put your hand up. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about the most advanced DIY program in the industry now, okay? If you need to work on your credit, okay, this is really important. We're going to talk about everything the DIY. I'm going to let you bring all your questions to me about the DIY right now. This is your chance to get it in the bag right now, okay? So the cost for the DIY program, we're going to start right there. It's $55.99 a month for our system to create your custom Metro 2 attack letters. Now, you have to get credit monitoring with Smart Credit. They allow us to pull the data into our system so our system can analyze, okay, and create your custom letters. All right? Put your hands up, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I see it. I see it. I see everybody in there, okay? Everybody's got their hand up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, TikTok is crushing at 4,000 likes. Okay, this is insane. So, DIY program, $55.99 a month. This is a monthly subscription program, okay? We do not do any one-off letters, unfortunately, okay? If you have Smart Credit already, all we need is your username and your password. You're going to upload a picture of your driver's license and a picture of your utility bill, okay? Once you sign up, you're going to get text messages to your phone on how to do everything. Very simply, we simplified the process. Okay, this is very important to understand. We simplified the process. All right, do everything through text message from your phone. Once you submit that, 72 business hours. We're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Our system will create your custom letters. It's going to email them to you. You're going to print them off, send them off certified mail, and you're done. You do not have to figure out what to send. You do not have to figure out what to say in your letters. Our system is going to do that for you. Attacking in Metro 2 compliance and factual disputing. It doesn't matter what the credit bureau says. The system is going to refresh your credit report. If nothing has changed, it's going to create another custom letter in the next round. It's crazy, right? Now, if the credit bureau sent you some stall tactic letter, we got letters for that also, okay? No worries. Everything is simplified for you. All you got to do is make sure the payment hits. Your credit monitoring is on point. With Smart Credit, it's $24.99 a month, okay? Let me go ahead and put the link in the comment section right here for people that are looking for it, okay? You can also go to my link in my bio for it. Everyone's results are going to vary. And this is very important to understand. Even with having the most advanced system in the industry, there's no smoking gun letter because everyone's credit file is different, okay? You may have one charge off and someone else has 15, okay? Okay? It's really important to understand that. Someone may have charge-offs, collections, and late payments, or just late payments and student loan issues. Everyone's situation is going to be different. So when people ask me, well, how long is it going to take? I don't know. Our system can go in maximum capacity of 16 rounds if it needs to. If the system can't get it off in 16 rounds, it ain't coming off. I want to be very clear about that. There has to be an end road. This is the truth and the fact to any type of credit repair process. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and mislead you because that's not what we do. We've always been honest about this business so you can all have a better understanding of it. Okay? Credit repair is a process. It is a marathon, not a sprint. So when people go, I'm 3 rounds in, and it's like, doesn't seem like anything's happening. You're 3 rounds in, bro. Calm down, sit tight, and keep pushing forward. You have to keep going, okay? There's not an overnight process. Anybody that's telling you that they're going to fix your credit in 60, 90, 120 days, they're full of it, okay? Because there's no such thing of anybody being able to know if they can or cannot delete something. And if they're saying they can, they're misleading you, unfortunately, okay? If someone's telling you they could delete something specifically, they're lying. If they can tell you they can get your credit score to a certain point, they're lying, okay? It's actually illegal that you cannot promise results in credit repair. There's laws. It's called CROA, the Credit Repairs Organizations Act. There's something called the CFPB that protects consumers against misleading companies, okay? There's also called the FTC. They'll come after credit repair companies for lying also. So I want to be very transparent about how the program works, but this is a very powerful program. Everyone's results are going to vary because there's so many different types of credit reports. So if you're going to go to the process, commit to it and commit to a new financial future. Now, what else comes with the DIY program? That's interesting, right? So it's not just letters, okay? It is an all-in-one package. You're going to get video content that's sent to you every month, guiding you through the process, telling you what to expect. So you're not just sitting there like, oh, what's going to happen? You know, what do I do? There's different videos for every different round that you're going through. And you're being educated about where you need to keep your money at. This is not financial or legal advice, but how to manage your money properly, how credit cards work, how installment loans work, how to pay your credit cards off properly. Now, one of the biggest reasons why we partner with Smart Credit, because Smart Credit has the most advanced credit monitoring system in the industry. You can set all of your credit cards and it tells you how to pay them, when to pay them, keeps track of them, all of it inside of Smart Credit. It really gets you a better picture of your financial world, okay? So that's why we use it. Now let's see. What if you have any utilities? Okay, this is a great question. What if I don't have any utilities in my name? Okay. You don't have to have like a direct utility. You can have a cell phone bill, car insurance, your cable bill, your car registration, your pay stub, a bank statement. You don't have to directly have a utility, okay? This is a really good question. Do you do all the work in the other plans, and can I get faster results with other plans? There is no such thing as faster results. Remember that. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You only get one round every 35 days. The system's going to attack all these items every single round. Then you're going to mail them off. You're going to wait 35 days. 35 to 40 days, our system will put you on a timer. As long as your payment is cleared, then the next round, the system will create the next round and then email it to you again. You just do the same thing. Very simple, okay? So can I get a shout out? Yanni59. There you go, Yanni59. You cannot dispute inquiries on open or closed accounts. Now, it will attack inquiries. You have to send us the list of inquiries you want to attack, okay? But do not attack inquiries on open or closed accounts, okay? Does your address have to match the utility bill? Now, we're going to go by the utility bill that you give us on file because it's going to attack your personal information, collections, charge-offs, late payments, student loans, baby daddy child support issues, okay? What else we talking here? Let's see. What else we got, ladies and gentlemen? Late payments, charge-off collections, medical collections, utility collections, any negative item or something that doesn't meet the standards of Metro 2 compliance, it is going to find it. This is a really good topic right here. I want to talk about this real quick. The system is so advanced because it's looking for Metro 2 compliance violations. If you have an active account that's not reporting properly and the coding is not done right, guess what? Our system is going to find it. It's going to tell them, hey, man, that last date of payment is not correct per your system. We can see the coding. Please fix it. And people are like, hey, why are you attacking this positive account? No. We're telling them they need to fix it because they need to fix it. Because even positive accounts can have negative reporting on them and you have no idea. Okay? It can look like you haven't made a payment in the last 3 months, but in fact you have. We see it all the time. So our system does actually fight that, okay? We do not do debt validation. Let me explain that to you. I want to talk about this. This is a good subject, okay? Debt validation is designed if you know if you don't know if you in fact owe the money, okay? That's when you should validate the debt, or you just want to go toe-to-toe with the debt collector, okay? But it's pointless. Why are you going to fight with them if you know it's yours? Go directly to the source, which is the credit bureau, and attack it with the credit bureau, because the credit bureau is who's reporting the information, okay? Can you buy a house with a cell phone collection? Possibly. It depends on the lender. So, yeah, it's just going to really depend on them, okay? So, for all my TikTokers, okay, 55 monthly deal. Who's this over here? Uh-oh. Hold on. Here we go. $55.99 a month is what the program costs, and $24.99 for the credit monitoring. It's less than $81 a month to create these custom Metro 2 attack letters, okay? All right, let's see. He says someone sent a super chat. A man over here, Jay over here, paying attention. I can't see them all at the same time, man. Maybe I missed it. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't see it. It's gone. It's gone. Yo, so again, every account, this is really good. So I saw something over here about married couples. Every account that is created in the DIY program has to be individual. You have to have your own phone number, your own email address, okay? And your phone number has to be able to receive text messages because that's how we communicate back and forth with you, okay? It's very important that you have a working email and a working phone number, okay? That's very important, okay? So if you're a couple, the husband has to create his own account and then the wife has to create their own account completely separate, okay? You cannot use the same phone numbers and same email addresses. You have to have different ones, okay? Because we want to keep everything separate, okay? We do have a full service program. Okay, the full service program has been revamped. Okay, and we've done that for all of our clients. Let me find something right here. I'm looking for something. I can't find it. Okay, so we revamped the Metro 2 full service program where we do all the work for you. Okay, link is going to be in the description, and you can go to our website to see the pricing. The pricing is going to be $250 to get started, and then $225 a month. That includes the credit monitoring. Okay, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, let me throw the link in there real quick for our website. Okay, you book a consultation. We do video credit analyses. Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, link is in the description. Link is in the bio for all my TikTokers. I can't put it up on the screen. They won't let me put that up on the screen. You can't click on it. It's pointless. So it just kind of sucks. So go into my description, okay? An unpaid debt on my credit. You got to attack it, man. Either you're going to negotiate with a debt collector. Let's talk about this for a second, okay? Certain debt collectors you can negotiate with. Let's go over the list of the ones that I know and I remember, okay? All right, here we go. Midland Credit, LVNV Funding, and the infamous, now being involved in a multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit against the CFPB portfolio recoveries. Hold off on those first, okay? Because there might be some repercussions for that, okay? Hold off on paying portfolio recoveries right now because there's a big case against them that has the judgment just got closed, I think at the end of last month, okay? All right. But you can negotiate a pay for delete. That means you need to get a letter before you give them any money stating they're going to delete it in exchange for payment, okay? Once they receive payment, then they're going to delete the item from your credit report. Usually it takes about 30 to 45 days, okay? Midland Credit, LVNV Funding, okay? Jefferson Capital, those are just to name a few, are the ones that we've dealt with and we know. Link is in the description for my DIY program on Facebook and on YouTube. Any more DIY questions, it does attack student loans. I saw someone ask that earlier, okay? What do I do if a collection agency has put a delinquency on my account? You attack it, okay? That's what you do, okay? Depends on the collection agency. I don't know who the collection agency is, okay? It just really depends, okay? All right, Altran, I don't know who Altran is. All right, Mr. Laidback 808, this is a great question. What should I do if a debt collector is hounding me on an account that was from 2010? It depends on your local state statute of limitations, okay? So you can go to my website, all right? You can go to my website, limitlessculturegroup.com. There is a listing, this is not legal advice or financial advice, of all the statute of limitations per state, per type of debt, okay? You can find it on there, okay? Look at the statute of limitations. If the statute of limitations has expired, so let's say, as an example, in North Carolina, the statute of limitations is 3 years. It's what we call consumer-friendly state. After the 3 years have expired, they can no longer come after you and sue you, okay, for the item once it has expired, okay? Now, they still can try to collect on it, but they cannot sue you for it, okay? Now, that's 3 years, but it can still report on your credit report for up to 7 years, okay? Someone asked me, what's my zodiac sign? I'm a Cancer. Cancer, okay? So, remember, if the statute of limitations is run out, they cannot sue you. They can still report it on your credit report for up to 7 years from the first date of delinquency. When does the first date of delinquency start? 30 days after your first missed payment, okay? 30 days after your first missed payment, okay? Raven Davis, this is a great question. What to do if a debt was sold to a collection agency multiple times? If the statute of limitations has expired, send them a refusal to pay. A refusal to pay, you're going to say, I refuse to pay you. Do not contact me anymore. Send it certified mail. If they contact you anymore after that, that's an immediate lawsuit. Now, here's a gem. Are you guys ready? Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. If you send a refusal to pay or a cease and desist to a specific collection company, and they sell the debt to another collection company because, like, oh shit, there's nothing we can do, which is happening to our friend over here, okay, Raven, and they send it to another debt collector. That debt collector contacts you. That's a lawsuit, okay? Because they still have to abide by the original cease and desist or the original refusal to pay. Write that down, ladies and gentlemen, okay? That's some serious information, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Late payments are an absolute nightmare, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Understand that. Late payments are very difficult to reverse if it's even possible. You need to go watch my video on YouTube or on TikTok or anywhere where I talk about the 2 different ways that you can attack a late payment. First option is attack it for 4 to 6 rounds. Each round is 35 days. Never, ever send what's called a forgiveness letter for this late payment because you're admitting to it. Never do it in the beginning unless you just don't care. You're just like, I'm going to go ahead and shoot it out right now. I don't care. Okay. But if you send a forgiveness letter, okay, basically you're asking them to forgive you for the late payment. If you send that, you're admitting to the late payment. You don't want to do that until it's your last option. So dispute it 4 to 6 rounds. If it doesn't reverse or if it's not deleted, then you can potentially try to send the letter of forgiveness. Okay. Now there's something called CEO. Okay, what's the website? I'm having a brain fart right now. CEO. Man, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm having a brain fart right now. There's a website. I made a video about it, and I can't remember the name. It's a website where you can find any CEO. Okay, Jay, if you're still out there, what's the name of that website, bro? CEO something. I'm having a brain fart. Let's see. Hold on. CEO email. There you go. CEOemail.com. Okay. Thanks, Atiba. Okay. I see you over there. CEOemail.com. You can find the actual email address of the CEO of Capital One. Okay. Then you'll send your forgiveness letter to them. Say, hey, listen, I've been with you as a client for so-and-so amount of time. I really went through a financial hardship. And can you please forgive me for this late payment? Now, what they will do is they will send it to somebody. Someone will evaluate it, and they'll let you know if they'll forgive it. Okay? But send the email directly to CEO email to the CEO's email asking for forgiveness. Okay? Now, all right, here we go. All right. The DIY program, the most advanced in the industry. How many of you guys, by a show of hands, put your hands in the air. How many of you guys have signed up for DIY programs and had to fill out the letters on your own, and it was very confusing? By a show of hands, tell me, how many of you guys have done that? Okay. How many people have bought a DIY for like $25, $15, $100, and then you had to fill out everything on your own? And then after a round, you're like, what do I do next? What do I do next? This is so confusing. Can someone help me? Okay. That happens to a lot of people. All right. A lot of people do that. So with our DIY program, you don't have to do any of that. Literally, all you do is you sign up, and every round, our system is going to create a custom letter every single round. Okay. It's never using template letters. We don't use template letters for anything. Imagine that. Isn't that crazy? Okay. So link is going to be in the comment section. Link is going to be in the description. $55.99 a month plus your credit monitoring at $24.99 with Smart Credit. That's what we use for all of our DIY clients and all of our active clients. And all right, we're going to have a contest here. Who can share this live stream the most? From every platform, whoever shares the live stream the most, okay? You hearing this? Everybody ready? This is going to be the contest right now, okay? Who can share the live stream the most? Okay? Send it to all your friends, all your homies, okay? I'm going to give you, wait for it. You guys ready? 3 months of free Smart Credit and 3 free rounds of the DIY program. That's right, I said it, okay? I want to pick one winner from each platform, one from TikTok, one from YouTube, and one from Facebook. Okay. Whoever shares this live stream the most, I'm going to go tally it up. Okay. At the end of the live stream. And then I'm going to reach out to you directly. I'm going to send you a message. Okay. And you're going to see my little blue check mark, or on TikTok, you'll be able to see it. Okay. All right. And I'm going to give you 3 months of smart credit for free and 3 free rounds of the DIY program. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's right. Okay. There you go. So whoever shares it the most, get to going, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button too. Okay, while you're at it. All right, there we go. All right. Any questions? Let's talk about some questions also. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Share that live stream. Someone's going to get some free credit repair. You really want that free credit repair for 3 rounds? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Start sharing. Here we go. All right. 3 months of free smart credit and 3 free rounds. That's crazy. Who else does that? Nobody else gives away free credit repair, do they? I know I do. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's why they say he's better than the best. There you go. All right. I'm going to answer some more questions, ladies and gentlemen. We're like at 51 minutes. It doesn't seem that very long, but that's cool. All right. I got a trade line that lied to the IRS 1099-C cancellation removed. If so, is it very hard? All right, Clyde, this is a great question. I got a video that's going to drop about this here pretty soon. Okay, this is exclusive information. Everybody, invite all your friends right now. This is very important information I'm about to tell you. Seriously, like seriously. Invite all your friends. Hit that like button. I'm about to drop a serious gem about charge-offs, okay? This is very, very serious. This is coming from a legal standpoint, coming from attorneys that I've talked to. I've sit down and talked with for hours about this, okay? Really trying to get clarity about this, okay? So, can a charge-off be removed with the cancellation of debt, a 1099-C, okay? So here's the process, ladies and gentlemen. This is a huge gem. If you're not using Metro 2, which is our advanced system, you can try this process of how to remove a charge-off. Is everybody paying attention? I want everybody to pay attention, okay? Everybody ready for this? All right. Everybody ready for this? Let's go. Let's go. Tell me you're ready for me to drop this gem, okay? Tell me you're ready, okay? I want to see if everybody's ready for me to drop this gem right now. Drop it in the comments. Put your hands up. Put your hands up in the comment section. Put your little hand up, okay? See a little hand up, okay? If you're ready for that gem, let's go. I'm going to tell you what's the best way to attack a charge-off. Rule number 1, do not attack the balance on a charge-off. Do not attack the charge-off with the credit bureaus. Did you hear me right? Do not attack the charge-off with the credit bureaus. That is the biggest mistake that people make unless you're using Metro 2 attacking. Completely different scenario, okay? Remember, listen to what I just said. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Do not attack a charge-off with the credit bureaus. You're not going to attack it at all. Oh, look at that, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to request a 1099-C, a cancellation of debt, okay? But you're going to be very coy about it, okay? You're going to send a letter to the creditor, original creditor. That means the bank, the loan company. This is for a charge-off, for any type of charge-off. Remember, okay? You're going to send a very simple letter. You say, hey, I noticed that you're reporting a charge-off on my credit report, but I seem to have never received the 1099. Can you please send me the 1099 in the mail? I would greatly appreciate it so I can report this to my income tax return, okay? It'd be very simple. Don't demand anything. Be very nice in your letter. Handwrite it if you have to, okay? So you know it's coming directly from you and not some automated system, okay? Again, you're going to request that they send you, hey, listen, Capital One, you never sent me a 1099-C, but I see on my credit report that you charged off the item. Could you be so kind to actually send me the 1099-C? Okay? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, so I can go ahead and include this on my tax return. Okay? Thank you so much. You wait 35 days. Now, If they send you the 1099-C, guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? That debt has been officially extinguished. Extinguished. It is gone. Finito. Done. Okay? Now you have the 1099-C that proves that this debt has been wiped away. Okay? Did you hear this? Okay? All right. So Clyde, we're gonna cover it, Clyde. Pay attention, Clyde. Okay? So you got the 1099-C. Do not attack the balance. You're going to send a letter to all three credit bureaus wherever it's reporting. You're going to say, I seem to have an account that appears to be not correct. I do not recognize the first date of activity, the account number, the last date of activity, the last date of payment, all of the information, and I do not recognize the balance. Okay? Remember, you're going to say, I do not recognize how this item is reporting by the account number, the name, the last date of activity, the last date of payment, and the balance. List all of it, okay? Because you don't want to just say one thing. You want to list all of it, okay? And then you wait 35 days. They're going to most likely send you a letter saying this item is verified as being yours. That's what you want. That's what you want, okay? They're going to send a letter. In the second round, you're going to say, hey, I sent you a letter telling you this item is not reporting properly. The account number, the name, the first date of activity, the last date of payment, the balance, none of this looks familiar to me. Why have you not fixed it? Please delete this from my credit report. They don't know that you have this 1099-C. That's round number 2. All right? Now, they're going to send you another letter saying it's verified. We're not going to investigate this anymore. Or they're just going to say it's just verified. Now you're going to send a final letter to the actual credit bureau. You're going to say, this item is not reporting properly. You have not taken any action. This is your final warning to delete this item from my credit report because it is not reporting accurately per my last 2 letters that I sent you. The account number, the name, the last date of activity, the last date of payment, the balance, all of it is not familiar to me. Delete it immediately. When they do not delete it, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. When they do not delete it, you now have a lawsuit on your hands where you can go after the creditor. And we can get you a legal team that will go after it for free. As long as you follow those steps to a T, send your letters certified mail with return receipt. Make copies of all of your letters, okay? And then we could just take those letters, give them over to a legal team for a free legal review, and the legal team will go after them at no cost to you. Now, the goal here is to go after any punitive damages from this item not reporting properly, any statutory damages, okay? If you've applied for anything in the process and you got declined, those are damages, okay? If you try to get a home and you couldn't do it because this item was reporting not properly, that's a lawsuit, okay? So, there you go. That was some serious information. I hope everybody enjoyed that, okay? We focus on all negative accounts in the DIY program, okay? It attacks all negative accounts and positive accounts that are not reporting properly per the standards of Metro 2 compliance. The DIY program uses factual and Metro 2 disputing. Oh, someone gave me a sombrero. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Thank you, TikTok. There you go. The hat and the mustache from Rafa. That's what's up. So that was some serious information, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys wrote it all down because that's solid. Okay, there's going to be a video that's going to drop for that too. But you guys got it all first here. So in my case, the IRS sent the 1099-C to me. The creditor filed the 1099-C. Clyde Richardson, if it's reporting a balance on your credit report, okay, then you have a case. But send those letters exactly how I stated, okay, before you even dispute this charge off, okay? If you want to get the DIY program on TikTok, link is in my bio. I can't put it in the comment section because you can't click on it. It's pretty much useless, okay? So you got to go into my bio on TikTok, okay? There's another thing here, another point. So if you get a 1099-C, that turns into taxable income, okay? Everyone's like, oh my God, I got to pay it on my taxes. Yes and no, okay? This is not legal advice or financial advice or tax advice, okay? You need to talk to your tax professional, and you need to tell them that you'd like to use the form 982 of insolvency, okay? The IRS has a form called the form 982 of insolvency. That is going to make you insolvent. What it means is if your debts are more than your assets, then you are insolvent. More than 90% of Americans are insolvent. So what will happen is you don't have to pay for it. The IRS will just wipe it away because you're insolvent, okay? Form 982 of insolvency with the IRS, talk to your accountant or your tax professional and have them do this for you, okay? That is how you get rid of that 1099-C. You don't have to pay for it. So does a write-off against a charge-off mean they gave up collecting the debt and filed a 1099-C? No, it does not automatically mean that, okay? A charge-off does not mean that they automatically filed a 1099-C. Does not mean that automatically. They have to file that, and you have to go retrieve it if they haven't given it to you. Technically, they're supposed to. That's what a charge-off is. They've taken a loss from the debt, okay? But unless they've given it to you or they report it to the IRS and you don't know about it, that's another way you'll find out, like Clyde over here found out, okay? So, yeah, so for his situation, they already removed the balance. So his last option is to use the Form 982 of insolvency so he doesn't have to pay for it, okay? Does anybody have any more DIY questions, okay? DIY questions. Oh, it's the points partner. I see you, bro. I see you over there. Yo, the red Red Bull is pretty good. I got some yellow ones too in the office fridge, okay? All right. You guys want a last gem? I'm going to give you one more gem. You guys want one more gem? If you want one more gem, a serious gem, drop it in the comment section, okay? Drop a little gem in the comment section if you want one more gem. I'm going to give you another serious gem. This is a really big one, okay? If you want one more gem, drop it in the comment section, okay? I want to see if you guys want that. Let's get it. I got one more really good one. This is coming from a really good place too, okay? There we go. Mr. Laidback 808, I see you. Let's drop some gems, okay? A bankruptcy doesn't hinder you. You can work around a bankruptcy. It frustrates me when people say that because you can work around a bankruptcy. The moment it's discharged, you can start rebuilding. What's up, Adrian? I see you. Hey, that's a bankruptcy attorney right there, okay? We talk about it all the time. Let's drop this gem, okay? The DIY does not take care of the 1099. The DIY only attacks the negative items, okay? There you go. There you go. All right, we got a serious gem. If you've ever been an authorized user on anybody's account, okay? Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this again real quick before I get into this. If you have a bankruptcy, you can start rebuilding immediately. Okay? Don't think that it's the end of the world. Everyone goes through financial hardships. You can literally start building the next day. Okay? It's totally possible. You cannot get a home for 2 years. Okay? It's a given. That's the only caveat. But a bankruptcy is not going to hold you down. You can build around it. I do it all the time. I help people do it all the time. Okay? So I want everybody to understand that. There you go. I bought a house and 4 credit cards and none of the addresses or bankruptcy hindered me. There you go. She got it right there. Okay. How do you get out of credit card fraud? If that's identity theft, that's a whole other story. Okay. All right. Let's drop this serious gem. If you have been, okay, an authorized user and that authorized user has any late payments, okay, this is kind of crazy. Or if that authorized user account is reporting a balance that you did not put on that card. So let's say I got an authorized user card, right? and then there's the main account holder, okay? If there's a main account holder, excuse me, let me drink some water. So, if you're an authorized user, you're going to have a secondary card, okay? So you're going to have a secondary card. Let's find a card that I can use out of all my credit cards here that's safe to put on screen. Okay? We'll use the most popular one right now, okay? So, if you're an authorized user on a credit card, you are not the main account holder, correct? Okay? So what does that mean? We'll use the Apple credit card. It's the hottest topic right now, okay? The Apple credit card. You ain't even got no numbers on it, man. It's crazy, right? So, someone makes me an authorized user. I get a card. The main account holder has their own card. Your account should not be reporting their balance, okay? If it is, you can dispute that, okay? Now, if the main account holder defaults and you are still an authorized user, or they get a late payment, okay, or they're reporting the balance that you did not put on with your card, not their card, your account should only report your balance. This is crazy. Jay's going to kill me. He's going to say he doesn't support this because he doesn't believe it, okay? I love him, though. That's why we have always a great difference of opinion, okay? All right. So, if it's reporting any kind of negative reporting, late payments, it charged off, how do you handle that? Normally, you can just call the actual creditor and say, hey, I revoke your authorization, Goldman Sachs. Remove me from this credit card. All right? Remove me from this credit card. All right? That's usually what you could do. Very simple. But, okay, this is important. Okay? Do not remove yourself as an authorized user. Instead, you're going to send a very simple letter to the actual credit bureaus, and you're going to say, you're going to do 3 rounds of letters, okay? You're going to tell the credit bureaus, hey, this balance that's reporting is not accurate. That is not my balance. Please correct it or delete the account completely. This is not accurate. They're going to say, hey, it's verified, okay? It's verified. It's yours. Cool, no problem. So you're going to send a second letter. Say, hey, I sent you a letter last round telling you that this is not accurate. Why is this balance reporting? This is not my balance from my credit card. Okay, either correct it or delete the item from my credit report. All right, that's your second round. Now they're going to send it and they're going to say, hey, it's verified to be accurate. Now you're going to send a letter to the actual creditor. Let's say it's Goldman Sachs. Third round, you're going to send a letter to Goldman Sachs. You're going to say, hey, Goldman Sachs, I revoke your authorization to report any of my information from your company on my credit report. And then wait 35 days. If they don't delete it, that's a lawsuit. For free. We can get you legal representation. As long as you follow those steps, send it certified mail with return receipt, make copies of all your letters, and you can go after them for messing up your credit. If, again, like the situation before, if you apply for credit and you got declined, okay, then those are some serious damages right there, okay? I hope everybody learned something from that right there. That was pretty serious, okay? So that's how you can get them, okay? So let's answer some more questions here. Getting out of a title loan. Title loans are absolutely horrendous. There's really no way to get out of it. I don't know what to tell you on that one, unfortunately. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a serious golden nugget, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody wrote that down, because I see it on so many credit reports, man. It's crazy. Thanks, Adrian. Thanks for coming by. Not with bank accounts. We're not referring to bank accounts. We're only referring to actual authorized user accounts. So, all right, let's put this up on the thing right here. That's a big old question right there. It's almost covering me completely. If you have a case, depends on the case. We can see if we can just send you to a legal team. You don't have to be a member of a program. If you have a case, I can send you to a legal team if I need to. Some people don't need credit repair. Let's just be honest with you. We're here to help a lot of people. If I know you have a case, I'm going to send you to a legal team for free. You win some money. If you need credit repair, you can come back to me. If you don't need credit repair, you don't. Is it all? I mean, come on. People say I'm not helping people. They're crazy, right? So who does that? Nobody else is doing that. Okay. So is this true? Can you have your name added to a friend or family member's long-standing credit card? Then that long-time good standing account will be reported to the newly added person's credit report. This is what we call an authorized user account, what I just talked about. Okay. As an example, every single one of these credit cards that I have, okay, I can add anybody onto these as an authorized user. They're going to get all the payment history from the moment I add them to my credit card. Okay. You're going to get all the payment history. So if it's more than 5 years, high impact. That's 5 years of on-time payment history being reported, okay, to your credit reports. Now, you do not want to do this with American Express cards because American Express cards do not report previous payment history. It's the only credit card. It will not start reporting until you're added to the credit card. Then it'll start reporting from that point on, okay? But all the other credit cards will report, okay, your previous payment history from the moment that credit card was opened. You'll also get the credit limit added. Those are the pros. Now, here are the cons. If that person gets a late payment, it can report to your credit report. We just covered on how to handle that, right? Okay. If they carry a balance, it's going to affect your utilization. Okay. If they charge it off, it's going to affect your account. But I just told you how to handle that. Okay. So I hope that gives you some clarity. Okay. Yo, look at that. Thank you so much. I had a 580, now I have a 647 in 3 months. Congratulations, Rico Napier. Okay. We appreciate you, bro. Listen, I just want to tell everybody, all my viewers on TikTok, my viewers and my followers and subscribers on Facebook and YouTube, I greatly appreciate all of you guys. None of this is possible. All of this was built by you guys, by all of your support. Okay. It's not possible. This is why I do it every day. Okay. Because without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. This business wouldn't be successful because I strive to bring something amazing to all of my followers and subscribers. We build programs that are actually very, very powerful. Okay. We don't just put out nonsense. We bring you real information day in and day out. Okay. So there we go. Let's see. So, all right, let's answer some more questions. Car note discharge and bankruptcy, still haven't picked car up. Can I request a 1099-C? Once it's discharged, like it's discharged, I don't know what, that's a very tough situation. Reach out to Adrian. She might still be here in the live. Adrian Hines on TikTok. Okay. She handles bankruptcy. She's the ladylike lawyer. She's awesome. Okay. She'll be able to answer your question, Janet. You know, what to do if they haven't picked up the car yet. Okay. It's a very interesting question. I've never had that one. Okay. So, no, we're answering everywhere. Okay. I'm trying to answer all the questions everywhere. There's a lot of questions. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to go down the list over here too. Credit Karma does suck. Credit Karma sucks, Carl. Good job. Credit Karma is not accurate, ladies and gentlemen. Credit Karma is a marketing site. I tell you guys, watch my stories. I do it like every other day. I tell you guys where to find your FICO scores. Let me put it up on the screen right here. You can get your FICO scores for $1 on a 7-day trial. Credit Karma is a marketing site, okay? And they give you what? They give you, does anybody know? Vantage credit scores. They don't give you actual FICO credit scores. They don't. They give you Vantage credit scores. More than 90% of lenders use a what? A FICO score. Imagine that, okay? So give me a second. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Okay, I'm going to try to find this link. All right, so give me a second. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Here we go. That's not the right link. Let's go back. See if we can find it over here. That's the wrong link also. All right, hold on one second, okay? All right, there we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're back live. We're back live. Sorry, guys. I had to go pull this real quick. All right. So here we go. Here we go. I'm going to give you guys this link so you guys can pull your FICO score for $1 on a 7-day trial. Link is going to be in the description. Give me a second. I'm going to put it up, okay? All right. So hold on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. For all my TikTokers, okay, you can find it in my bio, okay, the link to get your FICO scores. Credit Karma is not a FICO score. More than 90% of lenders use a FICO score, okay? $1 on a 7-day trial is going to give you all of your FICO scores. Let's break this down real quick, okay? When a credit card application is pulled, they're going to pull your FICO 8 bank card score, okay? Credit cards, your FICO 8 bank card score. You have to pay to see these scores. Nowhere gives them for free. I promise you, okay? Now, for mortgages, they're going to pull your FICO 2, 4, and 5 mortgage score, okay? You can see those also in this trial that I'm telling you. For auto loans, they're going to pull your FICO Auto Score 8, okay? That's also in these scores, okay? $1 7-day trial. Link is in the comments section for everyone to use it, okay? This is what, can you say the link out loud? I can't, okay? So this is really important to understand. So like all your credit card companies are going to give you a free credit score. That is called your FICO 8 General Top Score. That is not the score that lenders see. Remember, for an auto loan, they're going to pull your Auto Score 8. For a credit card, they're going to pull your bank card score 8. That's not the same score. For mortgages, they're going to pull your 2, 4, and 5 for mortgages, depending on what lender is pulling what, okay? So you cannot get that score anywhere for free. I promise you. I've done the research for years, okay? This is the only company that gets it to you this cheap. This is why I talk about it, okay? Now, there's a good question right here from Fernando Israel, okay? The Experian Premium app for $20 a month. It does get you your other scores also if you need it, okay? So, understand that. It sucks that you have to pay to see your credit score, but it's a fact. Like, if you want to see your industry scores, you have to pay for them. I pay for my FICO, which is really expensive, and I switched over to My Score IQ because it's cheaper. It's $34.99 a month. I save like I think it's like $5 or something like that. Okay, because it's $39.99 from my FICO. But I'm gonna save a couple of bucks. I can see my scores over here. Okay, so remember, Credit Karma is not your credit score. Okay. That's very important to understand, okay? Link is going to be in the comments on YouTube and Facebook, and then also on TikTok. You can find it in my bio. All right. Does paying off medical debt and collections remove it from your credit report? Does paying off medical debt and collections remove it from your credit report? If you pay a medical collection, they must delete it from your credit report. They have to. There's no choice, okay? So remember that. If you pay a medical collection, they must delete it from your credit report, okay? All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen? All right, $1 on a 7-day trial. Does getting the FICO scores from MyScoreIQ count? No, this is a great question. Does getting the FICO scores from MyScoreIQ count as a hard inquiry? No. You can check your score as many times as you want to. It does not count as a hard inquiry. The only time you get a hard inquiry is when you apply for a credit product, a credit card, an auto loan, a personal loan, student loan, a mortgage, any type of credit product. That's the only time you'll get a hard inquiry. You can check your credit score as many times as you want to, okay? So that's important to understand, okay? Sorry, Rich, I don't know if it works in Canada also. Click the link and see if it does and let us know in the comment section, okay? See if it works for Canada. We don't know. That's a great question, okay? How do you get out of early warnings? You dispute it. Dispute with that company to get yourself out of there if you want to, okay? If you want to dispute with these third parties, you can, but there's so many of them, okay? There's so many of them. You're not going to get rid of it. You'll get rid of it at one place, but then you'll get it everywhere else, okay? Yo, that's a really good data point right there. Clyde Richardson from YouTube just said, I noticed that whenever I request a credit limit increase on my Capital One card, they use my Equifax FICO mortgage score. They never use my FICO bank card score 8. That's very interesting. That could be a regional thing, Clyde. That's not normal. So that could be a regional thing. We have seen different data points where they choose different regional areas. Yo, just in case, Denver Tracy just asked me, are you a pro Apple Card now that they offer the 4.15% interest? I've been pro Apple Card since day one. I'm a fan. I knew this card was going to be very valuable. I knew that they were going to do big things with it. Everybody was trash talking the Apple Card. It's a solid card for a beginner to intermediate credit card, okay? It's a great card to have in your wallet, just to have. There's no fees. Why would you not want to have it? I've seen people get all the way up to $20,000 credit limits on this card. I don't know what the cap is on it, but I think it's $20,000, but I've seen it. So I feel like I'm going to get the hard inquiry now. You're not. So how long does it take for the Apple credit card to send a hard inquiry? I got it a week ago and froze my TransUnion, but then I unfroze it as I thought they sent it. It's not there yet, so I froze it again. Yeah, just leave it on there for like 2 weeks if you can, okay? That's what I would do. I don't see your comment. There's a lot of them, yo. Everyone thinks that I'm like trying to ignore your comments. I can't. There's a lot of comments. It's hard for me to keep up, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great question. I'm going to answer this one. I'm going to get to the other one. So why does your score drop when you're carrying 5% utilization? As you're fluctuating up and down with utilization, your score can go up and down. That's normal. Stop freaking out, people. It's normal, okay? The sweet spot is between 1 to 6% utilization. That's where you could potentially get the most points. Look at your FICO score. Link is in my bio on TikTok. Link is in the comments over here on Facebook and YouTube, okay? Go get your FICO scores. I'm going to post it again. But understand, your FICO score is the only thing that matters. If you're looking at Vantage credit score that's going up and down, who cares? It's not even your FICO score, and it's not accurate. Your FICO score does not react the same as a Vantage credit score. That's why Vantage credit scores don't mean anything. They're trash. It's very few credit unions that may use a Vantage credit score. They're not using them right now, okay? So, all right. There was another question I saw over here. Where was it? Okay, let me scroll back up. She was asking me a question. Where is it at? Oh, look at that. Thank you so much. I started in September with a 550. Now I'm at a 690. Congratulations. I had 2 negative derogatory counts removed. Congratulations. I had a collection take me to court. The judge dismissed it without prejudice. How can I get it off the credit report? Oh, that's a great one. Send a letter to the credit bureau. If you have the actual court documents, say this was dismissed with prejudice, meaning I do not owe this debt. Delete it from my credit report immediately. Attach the paperwork with it, Kirby. Okay, I answered your question now. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so attach it and say this was included. What's the word I'm looking for? In a judgment, and I want it deleted from my credit report. Okay. So there you go. Don't max your credit cards, peeps. Absolutely. Matthew Plummer. Great topic right here, okay? This is very important to understand. The more you use your credit cards and you report balances, listen to what I'm saying, all right? If you report high balances, you're going to drop your credit score. Okay? Remember that. If you report balances, you're going to drop your credit score. The higher the balance, the more your score is going to drop. Okay? You can use as much of your credit card as you want, but you need to pay it off in full every single month. Okay? So, everybody goes by 3 dates. I'm going to cover this, okay? Then we're going to talk about the DIY program. I'm going to open up the platform for more questions about the DIY program. Or do you guys want to talk about identity theft? I got a really good identity theft thing with Aura. Okay, let's talk about identity theft after this. Okay, so what happens? 3 dates. Okay, this is important to understand. All right, so you have 3 dates. Your due date. You need to make a minimum or pay it off in full by your due date, so you do not incur interest. Okay, but they don't tell you you can also do this if you carry a balance after your statement closing date. You will incur interest. Okay, now. Always set your auto payment to make a payment from your bank account, not your debit card. Okay. All right. It's very important to understand. Now, make your payment, your minimum payment, or you pay off in full by your due date. Then your statement closing date is going to approach. Let's say hypothetically it's the 20th. Okay. If your statement closing date is the 20th, okay. All right. If the statement closing date is the 20th, you want to pay off your credit card 2 days before. So let's say you paid off on the 18th. When the statement closing date hits on the 20th, you stop using the card for up to 7 days. Hit that like button. This is a serious gem. Hit that like button, okay? You, again, hear me what I just said. You stop using the card for 7 days, so it reports a zero balance. It's okay to report a zero balance. I've done this in so many different videos. I'm going to keep making more videos talking about it, because people don't believe it's true. It's true. I got proof all the time, okay? Hit that like button over here, okay? Facebook and YouTube, all right? So the credit card company has 3 to 7 days to report your balance to the credit bureaus. That's your third is your report date. Who cares about the report date? Don't try to target it. You can look on your credit report to find it if you want to. Just make a 7-day window. You don't have to worry about it ever again, okay? Don't use the credit card for 7 days. All right. Oh, thanks, Matthew Plummer. I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it. All right. You comment on one of your posts to opt out of the credit bureaus other than Experian Treasury. Okay. This is a great question right here, Steven. Talk about opting out of the third-party reporting agencies. You can opt out of them, but if you're going to apply for something, you have to opt back in. Okay. Now, you could opt out of them reporting any of your information if you want to. You just got to go to their website. You go to SageStream, LexisNexis, CoreLogic, Innovis, all these companies. You can stop them from reporting any information from you. Just go to their website, send them a simple letter saying, I am not allowing you to report any information about me in your reporting company. Okay, I revoke your authorization to report any information about me. My name, my address, my social security number, any of my accounts that are reported on my credit report. You have no permission to report this information. You opt out of it. But again, like as an example, if you opt out of SageStream, SageStream is what actually does your hard inquiries. They run your credit. If you opt out of it, you can potentially not get approved for something because they can't run your credit. Okay. So you said you can't hit the like button anymore, Jimmy. I appreciate it, bro. So that can be the caveat to it. If you opt out, you have to opt back in. It can be a pain in the you know what if you do that and want to cuss on a live, okay? Yeah, man, I'm giving you guys a lot of solid gems. Ain't nobody else gonna do this. They're all gonna give you nonsense that's not true, as they always do it, okay? So, all right. So Denver from Tracy wants to know, how does she freeze her credit before applying from when she wants to apply for the Apple credit card? Okay. So she wants to get the Apple credit card, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So you're going to go to the Apple website or inside of your phone, and you're going to look for the actual Apple credit card application. You click on it. You're going to, before you do this, go create an account with TransUnion if you haven't already. You need to get your username, your password, okay? All right. Get your username and your password, and then have that account open before you apply for the Apple credit card so you have it ready, okay? Now you go apply for it. It's going to tell you if you qualify or not. It's going to say, hey, congratulations, you qualified. Do not hit the accept button. Go to TransUnion and freeze your credit report immediately. Once you know it's frozen, you got confirmation from TransUnion, then you hit the submit button and you accept the offer. Leave your credit frozen for at least 2 weeks, okay? Minimum 2 weeks, all right? Do not freeze it before you apply. You freeze it after you've submitted the application and they've approved you. Once they've approved you, then you go freeze the TransUnion credit report and then you accept the Apple credit card, okay? And leave it frozen for 2 weeks, all right? A lot of people fumble this and they're like, they told me to unfreeze it because you froze it before the application, duh, okay? All right. We've seen people get the Apple credit card with a 640 FICO bank card score 8 and FICO bank card score 9. A 640 FICO bank card score 8 and a 640 bank card score 9, okay? That's entry level for this, okay? Now, let's talk about my homies over at Aura, okay? Aura is an identity theft app that protects your identity, okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand that your children's identity is at risk, your grandparents, your parents, your identity is at risk. We deal with identity theft at least 4 or 5 cases a week. That's crazy. People's identity is stolen every 6 seconds. That's crazy, right? That's a real statistic. I'm not making that up, okay? Every 6 seconds, someone's identity is stolen, okay? I partnered up with Aura because this is a very important thing because I see so many identity theft cases, it's not even funny, okay? There's so many identity theft cases out there that we deal with. You have to protect your identity because our phone is literally the cause and root to all this evil. You can walk by somebody and they'll just snatch your information up from your phone in a crowd of people. That's insane. They can steal your information from data brokers. There are data brokers that sell your information out there, and then it gets out there, and then there's a data breach, and then here we go. Your information just got broken. Like there was a data breach on the Chick-fil-A app. What? There was a data breach. Oh, what's that company, man? I have a list of them too, man. I can't think of it right now. LifeLock, which is supposed to protect your identity, had a data breach. Okay. There's a lot of companies. There was at least more than 10 data breaches already in 2023. We're only like 5 months into the year. Okay. That's pretty crazy. So this is a really amazing program. Okay. Aura has an amazing app. Now it is literally $1 on a 14-day trial. Try it out. Link is in the description for TikTok. Link is in the description on YouTube and Facebook. In the comments right now on YouTube and Facebook. $1 on a 14-day trial. You get your VPN. You can protect your identity and your family, your kids. Kids' identity is one of the most riskiest things in the world. I have 3 kids, and I have Aura, and I'm protecting all my kids. I got all their information. I can see if someone tries to run their information, has got their credit. I can see all of it. Okay. Yeah, LifeLock actually had a data breach. Okay. There's a data breach with Firehouse Subs. You see what I'm saying? Bill Stander over here, my man. Like, it's pretty crazy, man. All these data breaches protect your information. I'm not supposed to tell you guys this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. There's a big partner that's partnered with Aura, okay, and that is Iron Man. Okay, who's Iron Man? Does anybody know who Iron Man is? Does anybody know who that is? Okay, who's Iron Man? Can anybody tell me who the actual actor is that is Iron Man? Okay, nobody. Robert Downey Jr., ladies and gentlemen, he is a big supporter and a partner with Aura. Okay, that's how big Aura is. This is why I like them. You actually get a VPN. So if you want to be on a safe, secure network when you're I travel a lot, and that VPN is big. Like if you're in an airport and you get on their Wi-Fi, this is another thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you go into any business, a hotel or an airport, or you're on an airport in an airplane using the Wi-Fi for free, your data is at risk. You need to have a VPN to protect that. You could run the VPN directly from your phone, protecting it at all times. Anytime you get on anything, they can't get you. They can't get you, okay? I was on the airplane and I forgot I had the VPN on, and I was trying to use the Wi-Fi. I couldn't use the Wi-Fi because of my VPN. I was like, well, I guess I ain't using Wi-Fi because you ain't stealing my data, okay? You ain't stealing my information. All right, so Aura is really solid, ladies and gentlemen. $1 on a 14-day trial. That's a really big trial. Link is in the comments for YouTube and Facebook. Go get Aura, try it out. Tell me if you like it. I'm a big fan. I'm protecting my family. I got 3 kids, man. I can't have them stealing my kid's identity. I got a 17-year-old who's got probably an 800 credit score when the time he turns 18, okay? Can't have him stealing his credit file. Let's go. All right. All right, let's see. You don't have to freeze your credit report if you're trying to go after the Apple credit card. People want to freeze it because they don't want that hard inquiry, okay? Mitchell Roberts, yes, there is an app for Aura, okay? Link is going to be in the description. So once you sign up, you'll download the app, sign up through the link, and then download the app, and you can download it onto your phone, and it protects everything in there. It's pretty crazy. Let's talk about this again real quick. Data brokers. Does anybody know what data brokers are? Okay, this is very important to understand. Tell me in the comments, do you guys know what data brokers are? Okay. Tell me in the comments, does anybody know what data brokers are? No. Come on, people. Tell me. Let's go. Let's get some comments in there. Tell me yes or no. Yes or no. Does anybody know what data brokers are? Okay. So, all right. There you go. We got somebody on TikTok say they collect and sell your information. That's correct. So as an example, we're going to use a bad example here. Experian. Okay. Experian has had the largest amounts of data breaches in history. Okay. They do what's called the Experian Boost. They're hooking up to your bank account to boost your credit score, okay, by reporting utilities and all kinds of stuff like that, right? But they're selling your banking and data information because in the terms and agreement, it tells you that they have the authorization to get your data and give it to third-party companies. Nobody ever reads the fine print, but I do. Okay? So your data is the most valuable part of your information. They want to know where you're spending your money, what you're spending your money on, how much of your money you're spending, how much of your money's coming in, what's the median income, what's the median income in your local area. All this information is super valuable to all of these data brokers. When I signed up for Aura, it asked me, would you like to opt out of all these data brokers? I said, hell yeah. I clicked the button, man. It submitted all this information to all these data brokers to stop reporting my information immediately. Yeah. Like that happened instantaneously. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then it's going to tell you if it finds your email addresses and your passwords, your social security numbers, your date of birth, your name. If it finds it in any location, it's going to tell you, and it's going to allow you to get that information and have it removed from wherever they found it from immediately. If one of your passwords is breached, it's going to tell you, okay, so you can change the password immediately if it's been breached, okay? Aura is going to do all of that, which is amazing. For $1 on a 7-day trial, the plans are going to vary on price depending if you're going to cover your family like I am, okay? So there's different data points, or if you're just a regular person that's just going to do yourself, okay, to protect your identity. Everyone's price point is going to be different, so just pay attention to that. And then make sure to protect your family. You can protect your family. You can also hook up your credit cards into this so they can track any activity. If there's any suspicious activity, or every time you use your credit card, it's going to let you know. So if you see anything crazy, Aura is going to catch it. It is pretty crazy how it's all in one place, okay? Link is in the description on TikTok, and link is on Facebook and YouTube for Aura, okay? Go get your $1 trial. Okay. I'm sorry, $1 14-day trial. That's crazy. 14 days. Try it out 14 days. See what you think. Tell me what you think once you try it. Okay. I really love those data points. I'm a big fan of them. So, all right. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Data brokers. Man, it's crazy. When I found out about this, I was like, man, this is insane. And I think it was like 12 companies that had my information. I was like, what? Oh, this is nuts. RFID is nasty. So if anybody doesn't know what RFID is, like they have these RFID machines, like you can walk by you and like they can get all the information off of your credit cards, off of your phones. It's pretty crazy. So it's really important to have that. All right. We got about, we're gonna go a little bit longer, okay? Listen to this. My old employers both got hacked and data stolen from Concrete Kid. This is what I'm saying. If you had Aura, you would know that. Like, seriously, it would protect you. You would know if your data was breached even before they told you about it. Because a lot of these companies don't even want to tell you when it happens. You know what's crazy, man? Kimmy Kim on Facebook. I think RFID wallets are great, but they're a problem because they can actually mess up your credit cards. I had it happen twice. I was like, what do you mean my credit card's declined? It doesn't work. What? It doesn't work. I'm like scanning it, putting the chip in. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't work? It ruined 2 of my credit cards. And then if you stay in a hotel, you got the little keys. It can mess up the key. And then you got to go back downstairs and get your new key. So pay attention to that with these RFID protectors that are in wallets. They do work, but they can mess up your credit card and they will mess up your hotel room key. Okay. All right. Robin Nicole, if you're having issues with TransUnion not deleting your hard inquiries, use the DIY program. The DIY program is $55.99 a month for us to create your custom letters. Our system creates custom Metro 2 attack letters. You have to send us the list of the hard inquiries. Do not attack any hard inquiries that are attached to any open or closed accounts. Okay. And then you have to sign up with Smart Credit because we use Smart Credit for all of our active clients. They allow us to pull the data into our system. That's why we only exclusively use Smart Credit. It's $24.99 a month. So it's like $81 a month. Now you get the credit rebuilding course. Okay. The video course that's going to help you rebuild your credit if you need that. It's also going to have content in there to help guide you through the program, tell you what to expect, what to expect and on certain responses from the credit bureaus. Okay. Because the thing with DIY programs, we cannot give advice because it's not full service credit repair. Okay, so we can't give advice, but I created an amazing system inside the program that's going to walk you through it as you go along in the program. Okay, you're going to get custom videos that are sent to you through email and text. Make sure you watch those videos; they're super valuable, and you're going to get exclusive access into my app. I have a custom app, MikeTheCreditGuy.com. Okay. Where we put all of our exclusive content and all of our biggest videos inside there. We have a custom community. You can ask for a custom-made video. Hey, Mike, can you talk about this topic? And guess what? I can make the video and then shoot you a message to your phone, let you know, hey, everybody, so-and-so asked for this video. I won't call you by name, but I'll say, someone requested this video on this topic. Watch it now. I can send you push notifications about new content and stuff like that. And you can comment. You can comment on the videos and stuff like that. We created a custom community inside the app. You don't have to go join any Facebook groups. Like they still do that. They still do that out there. Okay. This is a custom app. Like seriously, it's my app. I own it. I can say and do as I please inside of my app. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Cell phones do mess up hotel room keys too. Let's see what we got. What we got here. We got about 16 more minutes, all right, for this live, ladies and gentlemen. How many times do I need to send letters with inaccurate information, wrong amount, dates, and blah, blah, blah? Now, this is important to understand. My DIY program can go a maximum capacity of 16 rounds if it needs to, okay? It depends. Everyone's credit file is going to be different. You're not going to know until you go a certain amount of rounds, okay, if you can delete, okay? Somebody wants the Aura app. Let me drop it in the comment section right here. There you go. I dropped it in the comment section on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, so how long it takes. So with the DIY program, everyone's going to be different. Any credit repair process you go into, everyone's results are going to be different because there's no two credit files that are alike. Okay. You can't say, oh, yeah, it should be done in 3 rounds or 3 months. Like, no, you can't say that because you don't know. Okay. Generally, we don't like for people to go past 12 rounds unless your credit files are destroyed. Okay. Like you got more than 10 negative items on your credit reports, you got problems. Because this is what people don't understand. You have to get it off of every single credit report. If you get it off of TransUnion, that doesn't mean Equifax and Experian are going to delete it because TransUnion deleted it. Each one of these are private entities that are run privately. What one does not determine what the other two are going to do. So if you get it off of one, now you have to get it off the other two. Okay. So one item can mean you have to get 3 items off the credit report. All right. I want everybody to understand that. Okay. People find it hard to understand. They think that this is going to be an overnight process. It's not. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. Link is in the description. In the comments for Dispute Like a Pro. Get the most advanced DIY program in the industry. Okay. With the custom app to go along with it. All right. We're not going to make you join any Facebook groups. A lot of people don't even have Facebook. I love Facebook. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But why would we create a Facebook group where they're gonna moderate us and tell us what we can and cannot say? All right. So we don't want to do that. Let's see. Report your rent. That's a really good topic. Report your rent. Okay. Reporting your rent is very effective if you can report 24 months of previous payment history or your up and coming 12 months. Okay. Let me see if I can find that link. I have a link for Boom Report also. Okay. Let me see. Where is it at? Let's type it in over here. Hold on. I know I got to have a link for it. There it is. Give me 1 second. I'll drop it in the comment section of YouTube and Facebook. Okay. There we go. All right. Let me add this to my links over here because I didn't add it to my links. All right. Everybody share this stream. Whoever shares these live streams the most is going to get 3 months of free credit repair and 3 months of free smart credit. Okay. That means I'm going to give you 3 months of the free DIY program and 3 months of smart credit. That's right. I said it. I'm going to give you free credit repair for 3 months. Okay. If you want to continue after that, it's your prerogative. But yeah, Boom Report is the only one that reports to all 3 credit bureaus. There's no other one that reports to all 3 credit bureaus except for Boom Report. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody gets that. All right. So it's going to really vary, man, how many times you have to dispute. Depends on how many negative items you have, all the things on your credit report. Because think about it like this. This is another way I want you guys to see this perspective, okay? If you've had an account, okay, that has had 5 years of payment history on it, now it's turned into a charge-off, now you're trying to dispute it, do you think it's going to be really easy to delete? No, there's no such thing as an easy item to delete, okay? That's very important to understand, okay? There's no such thing as an easy item to delete. All right. So you have to have the long game, for this. Okay. Yeah. Phantom Towing and Salvage, but Boom makes you link your bank. Yes. Boom Report is a trusted affiliate partner of ours. We trust them. We know them. They have to attach to your bank account to find the payment history. They will report your previous 24 months of payment history plus your upcoming 12 months. That's 36 months of positive payment history being added to your credit report, okay? That's very important to understand that. 36 months of on-time payment history being added to your credit file, okay? There's no consultations for the DIY program, unfortunately, okay? The DIY program is very low cost. It's A great program. There's no need to know if you qualify. If you have negative items, you qualify. Late payments, charge-offs, collections, okay? Student loans that are in negative standing, child support from your baby daddy, your baby mama, okay? Hard inquiries. You must send a list of hard inquiries that you're trying to attack before your letters are is a contact email in the actual program on the website, okay? It attacks all negative items, and it attacks any positive accounts that are not reporting properly per the standards of Metro 2. So if it finds a Metro 2 error on a positive account that it's not showing your positive payment history, it's going to tell them, hey, y'all need to fix this. This is not accurate, okay? It's not bad to tell them to fix it. People are like, oh my God, it's attacking it. No, calm down. That's normal. Our system is much more advanced than all these nonsense cookie cutter template letters that all these people sell out there, okay? To go back a few, what model does Capital One and Chase use to report a credit score? To report a credit score? I don't understand that. You mean to pull your credit score? We saw a data point earlier that he said they pulled his mortgage score for Capital One, which I've never seen that. So I should have asked him where he saw that at, because that's a really good good data point. Okay, Metro booming. There you go. Metro booming. Okay. But normally it's a FICO 8 bank card score, a FICO 8 bank card score that they're trying to pull your credit score for credit cards. Okay. FICO 8 bank card score 8 is what they usually pull for credit cards. Now, Navy Federal, sometimes they pull your FICO 9, sometimes, not all the time. I've seen different, which I think it's for personal loans, they pull your FICO 9, okay? Now, the Apple credit card is now also pulling the FICO 9, okay? For some people, I've seen only FICO 8, other people FICO 9. It's kind of crazy, but they're pulling your FICO 9 bank card score, okay? A negative account falls off of your credit report after 7 years from the first date of delinquency. Doesn't matter if it's a collection, charge off, any type of negative item, 7 years from the first date of delinquency, okay? We do not receive incoming calls, just so everybody knows. Don't call the number. We're not going to answer, okay? We do not receive incoming calls. There's a lot of rules and regulations to credit repair that people don't understand. We're one of the very few companies that abides by all these rules. There's less than 3% of us, okay? We abide by every single rule set forth in credit repair because we want to have a long-standing company. We want to be around forever because we want to be able to help more people. But we don't answer phone calls. That's not how it works. You got to go through a process in order to get a credit analysis done, okay? So you can go on our website. I'll put the link up for the website again for those who don't have it, okay? Drop it in the comment section. We got a little bit of time left. If you have a question you want me to answer about the DIY program, the most advanced in the industry, okay? LimitlessCultureGroup.com is our website. I don't care about bankruptcies. Stop worrying about a bankruptcy. You can build around a bankruptcy. People keep asking me that. Why? Think about it like this. Why are you going to spend so much time and energy on a bankruptcy? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You want to spend all this money to remove a bankruptcy or try to do it on your own. You can build around a bankruptcy the moment it's discharged. Who cares about it? Because even if you delete it off a credit report, it's still a public record. The public record never goes away, okay? You can buy a home after 2 years after the bankruptcy. If you delete it before then, you still can't buy a house because guess what? It's still a public record. You need to wait 2 years from the date of discharge to purchase a home, okay? There it is. Clyde Richardson came in with the data point. So he said it defaults to my FICO Equifax mortgage score and not my FICO 8. Very interesting. Where did you see, Clyde, where did you see that data point? Did you see it on Experian Equifax? Did you see it on my FICO? What was the app that flagged you that they pulled your score? Or did you see it inside of the app? It told you it's going to pull that. Okay. Let me know in the comment section. Clyde Richardson coming with the serious data points. Removing student loans. Okay, this is a great question from Kelly. All right. Now, if you're going to attack student loans, you only want to attack them if they're negative, if they have late payments, they're in collections. You don't want to attack positive student loans. They have positive payment history attached to them. Okay. So he saw it on my FICO. That makes sense. Thanks for that data point, Clyde. So he says Capital One credit card, when he requests a credit limit increase, they're pulling from his my FICO. It wasn't a hard inquiry, right, Clyde? So it doesn't really matter. Just keeping it real. There's no hard inquiry to get a credit limit increase with Capital One. You can go to the link, limitlessculturegroup.com, and set up a consultation to see if you qualify for our services. This is another thing people need to understand. You have to qualify for our services. We don't just willy-nilly sign everybody up. We have to know that we can potentially help you. Okay, that your credit file is something that we can actually work with. We can't help everybody, unfortunately, and that's an issue that a lot of people don't understand, because people just take on clients and you know they bring them on and then they can't get them a good how should I say, don't want to say good results, but a good opportunity to attack these items. You know, there's certain different things that on how items report on credit reports and how they're reporting things that you may have done that we can see that you've done. You've been disputing already for a while. You have fraud alerts on your credit reports, paid collections and charge-offs. Also, I want everybody to know, if you have a paid collection or charge-off and you're trying to delete it from your credit report, it's going to be almost impossible to get it off. You have a less than 5% chance of deletion of a paid charge-off or collection. Okay, I want to be very clear about that. That's a really tough number right there. Who do I properly address to an auto accident that they're asking me to pay before it goes to court? You need to get an attorney, Mark D. That's what I would do. Look for an auto accident attorney and get a consultation. That's a very interesting one. Can it report? It really depends if it's attached. Unfortunately, there's a lot of weird things right there. That's an interesting data point, Clyde. That's really weird. Start again. What's the first step? Travis Arm filed Chapter 7. How do I get started? You need to start rebuilding, okay, immediately, okay? So what does that mean? You need to find a credit union, all right? This is the best way to rebuild, ladies and gentlemen. Find a credit union that you want to work with, okay, that you feel like you can build a relationship with, and start building a relationship with them, okay? Go watch my video on YouTube on how to build a relationship to get a $50,000 credit card, okay? Open up a checking savings, put your money in there, do a direct deposit, do a secured loan, pay off 80% of the secured loan, then put the remaining 20% on auto payment for the next 2 years, okay? Also do a savings certificate. Do this for at least 6 to 8 months, and then you can apply for a credit card or any credit product. People have done it after 91 days. You can do it after 91 days. The longer you wait and you build that relationship, the higher the chance you're going to get a higher limit credit card, okay? Navy Federal will do this. We have data points. I've seen that PenFed will also do this. It's all about the relationship, ladies and gentlemen, establishing that relationship. If you got cash flow, if you got some extra cash, put that on a secured card with a credit union only. Don't do a secured card with anybody else except for Discover or a credit union, because they will graduate it from a secured card to an unsecured card, okay? All right. Oh, phone acting crazy over here. Yeah, how can I lower my car payment APR? How can I lower my car payment APR? That's a really great question. I like how you put those little booms in there, okay? Shout out to you, Vanessa, on TikTok. So how can I lower my APR? Refinancing is the only way. That's the only way to do it. This is where it comes into play, where you can have a great relationship with a credit union, okay, you got a crappy loan somewhere else, build a relationship with a credit union and then go refinance your car loan with the credit union. Okay, credit unions are always going to beat out crappy loans all the time. Okay, so this is why it's really important that you have these relationships with credit unions. Credit unions are kings. Okay, now the reason why credit unions are better is because the money that is going into the credit union actually comes back to the members. You're the member. Okay, it comes back to the member. This is why they have high limit credit cards. All right. So that's why credit unions rock. All right. I'm going to drop my final links in the comment section on YouTube and Facebook. Okay. We're coming to an end here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Go get your Aura. Okay. To protect your identity. That is $1 on a 14-day trial. I'm going to drop that right here. Okay. On my TikTokers, you can find it in the description. I'm sorry. My link is in the bio on TikTok. Okay. For Aura to protect your identity. The app is amazing. $1 on a 14-day trial. Then get your FICO scores, okay? Your FICO scores for $1 on a 7-day trial from My Score IQ, okay? That's also in my link in the bio. And then the most advanced DIY program in the industry, Dispute Like a Pro, $55.99 a month, okay? Our system is going to create your custom Metro 2 attack letters, okay? You're going to email them to you. You print them. You send them out certified mail. You're done. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to fill out any letters. You're going to get the credit rebuilding course that's sent to you through text and email. As you move along the program, you're going to get guidance in that program from those videos. All you got to do is watch the videos. That's simple, okay? Every round, our system's going to create a custom Metro 2 factual attacking letter, okay? You don't have to do anything else except for print the letter, send it out certified mail, and you're done, okay? $24.99 for the smart credit. So it's a total of $81 a month to do the DIY program. Okay. So I want to tell everyone, thank you for coming to this live. We've been rocking for 2 hours. It's time for me to go to bed. Okay. I greatly appreciate everybody. You guys were awesome. Make sure to subscribe, like, and follow. Okay. And thank you for your support as usual. And go get that DIY program, the most advanced in the industry. Okay. And you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you.